everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with a bikini haul, Try-Kini haul. Some of these are 3 pieces, most of them are 2, and this is not a Temu or Shein haul. This is a Modlily haul. So I feel like Modlily is just another random pop-up website where they are doing drop shipping, where they're showing you a photo of something and then they're shipping you maybe the actual product, maybe something that looks similar. Either way, this has been an interesting haul for sure. My goal with this haul is basically I want to wear one outfit to the beach. And then I want to be able to swim in this outfit. I want to be able to go grab brunch in this outfit. I want to maybe extend it into the club later on. And I want to wear just one thing all day. So rather than bringing a bag with you, a beach bag, a backpack, change of clothes, that kind of thing, I was thinking I'd love to just have one outfit for the water, for the restaurants, for the clubs, and that's it. You don't need to worry about changing. You can be comfortable all day. So that was sort of the goal with how I shopped for these items. Now, Modlily is the website is designed very much like Temu. There's a lot of pop-ups for, like, you know, getting certain percentage off, and it's a bit annoying, but I figured I'll just try another website. These swimsuits were definitely more expensive. So for example, if I bought the same swimsuits on Temu, which if I looked, I could probably find the exact same ones, they would be a quarter the price. But me, being kind of a dum-dum, decided to veer outside of my usual comfort zone, the box that I stay in all the time, just because I've realized over time that a lot of these companies are just buying the swimsuits from the same factory. You're paying one price or another, it just depends on what website you're buying from. So anyway, I had fun and I want you to see these and let me know your thoughts, because this is sort of a different haul. I was on the hunt for something and I think I found it a couple times. So if you're curious, then just watch. Another thing I want to say is the amount of caution you have to have when you're online shopping for anything these days should be super high. Now, this is a bit unrelated to this haul. To sum it up, I was online shopping. I was actually no, that's not true. I wasn't even online shopping. I was on Instagram and I came across an ad where Cider, which is a very popular website we could buy like all kinds of different stuff from, was showing this ad for this beautiful dress. And I'm like, I'm going to the Calgary Stampede and I'm thinking that, okay, this would be a perfect little dress. So I go to Cider, the website. So I follow the link. Typically, I don't like to use the link on Instagram just because you wind up having to click the back button. It takes you back to Instagram. You lose kind of your cart or whatever you're doing. So I just go to the website itself. So I go to the website and I'm looking at the website. I'm like, this is interesting. Like, this is looking a bit weird. And the way that they're also like pumping out the discounts and it was very like Temu Shein-ish, and Cider is kind of like a more classy website in my mind. So I'm kind of going through, adding some things to my cart. Everything, of course, is 80% off, which is also a red flag when you're shopping and you're saving $500 and you're paying $20 or something. That's a red flag. Anyway, long story short, I realized that the Cider website that I clicked on was shop.cider.com. That's not the Cider website. I went back to Cider on Google, like Cider, just typing it in, and there's cider.shop.com. So what's happening is nowadays you can create a website within 5 minutes with certain AI programs. This has been going on for a long time, and now it's out of control. So make sure that when you're shopping on a certain website, it's not yeti.shop.com, or, you know, they're figuring out ways to mimic websites. They're being scammers, people that are just trying to steal your money, are figuring out ways to create websites using the actual website and adding like .shop.com, and it looks legit because it's this exact same layout of the website you're used to shopping on. So just be cautious. Double check that the website you're shopping on is the one that is the original one. because I've had people tell me about, like, even with Yeti on Amazon, I was reading one review about how they're like, this is like a bucket. Because I just ordered a bucket cooler, and one of the reviews on one of the ones I was looking at was a bucket with basically a Yeti sticker put onto it, and they're trying to kind of get away with this shit. So long rant. I tried to sum it up. It's impossible for me to do that, but I just want to warn you because this is something that's going on. I'll probably make a video on it and do some testing and ordering and see if I can actually like get one product from one website and the same product from the same website, but really not. So interesting stuff. We're in a weird world, and AI is infiltrating not just mind-brain barrier where you can't tell the difference between certain photos if it's real or not, but also just in every other aspect of anything online. So beware. So let's try on some bikini/trikinis. Let's try on some trikinis. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is obviously a more full coverage swimsuit. Yes, it is a swimsuit. I saw this and I was like, this is actually a perfect outfit to wear for a whole day, where it's a skirt, so you're covered up. You can go in and out of the water with it. You can go shopping with it on. You can go out for dinner if you want, or go for lunch or brunch or whatever you're doing. And I just find that it is the cutest little ensemble. I would probably bring bottom, which I do have for the next video, just to throw on to go like swimming with. But sometimes you're just dipping into the water and you're not necessarily like full on swimming. And if you have a bit of a skirt on in the water, it's gonna dry just as fast as the rest of your swimsuit. And so I don't know, I'm not opposed to it. I just find that if I'm going to be wearing something all day and I'm not gonna be carrying a big backpack with me or a big beach bag, this is sort of like everything in one. And you could still swim in it. You could still go snorkeling. So also when you come out of the water too, you may find out later that you have a little crab camping out in your skirt and it just crawls on out or something. You never know. But I do love the idea of just wearing this, a hat, and you're in and out of the water, right out of the water to the beach club or whatever. I don't think I own any skirted bottoms like this. I don't think that this exists in my wardrobe. But you can see it's fully, I'm not gonna lie, it is diaper bottom. It's giving diaper bottom, but again, the skirt, you're not gonna be walking around with it like this. You're gonna have it down. I don't know, I feel secure in it. I feel like the top is pretty supportive. I can tighten the straps. It is very full coverage, but at the same time, there's like a purpose for this type of swimsuit. It's not necessarily just to be all covered up. It's to, I don't know, have options. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, now we have a second little outfit. Again, this is the same kind of thing. I think the last one, the top was a little bit more coverage, so it looked more like a top, or could have been like a tank top or something. This is definitely not. I feel weird trying these on because I feel like these are so full coverage compared to what I usually try on. But again, the point of this is to sort of have a combo, bikini and outfit. So just, you can choose to put on one thing for the whole day. This is maybe a little bit less wearable because of the bikini top being very bikini top-ish. I'm telling you right now too, if you are a bigger girl, you have bigger titties, both of the tops that I tried on would work really well for you. There's just like more support and coverage. Anyway, so the color combo though of this, I love. The skirt, you can choose to have it tied or not. And it's kind of hard to tell that there's even a slit unless the wind picks up and it's like, whoosh. But I like the look of having it tied. But this as just a skirt in general to wear like with a bodysuit or an actual tank top, super cute. I don't love the fit of the top. I think that it could be a bit better, but I don't hate it. So it's not like, you know, black or white. There's like a little in between, a little medium part where I like the top. I don't like the cups in it. The cups are gonna go. They're removable. You can see them. And especially when the swimsuit's wet, you'll see them even more. But I just feel like this is cute. And I can't complain. The colors are really cute. The skirt is something that I would actually wear in real life. Of course I'd wear it in real life. Where else would I wear it? In my dreams, in my fantasies. But I think it looks cute. I like this the pattern on the bottom actually gives it some real kind of dimension, so you can tell when it's tied or when it's loose. Anyway, that's my thoughts. And on to the next one. Okay, So this is essentially the exact same fit as the last one. I don't love this as much as the last one. I would not pair this actually with this top. I like the skirt a lot. The top, I would probably just wear like a white bikini top, like a white string bikini top. And honestly, I'm loving the skirt situation of these so much that I would just honestly want to cut out the bottom here and just keep the skirt. Get rid of the bottom, keep the skirt, wear it over your swimsuit because it is, again, swimsuit material. I don't love the idea of being married to it. Like, I don't like the idea of it not being able to take it off because it's my bottoms too. But the color's cute. The fit of the skirt, the flow, again, you could tie it up, wear it as like a swimsuit cover. So I think that's what I would do with this one in particular, and maybe the last one, is not be married to the bottoms where you can't take them off because obviously you'd be naked underneath. So I think the top, it doesn't fit terribly. It's just not my style really. Same with the last one. I can make it work. It worked well together as a set. And the back is adjustable, but just the flare and the flow of the skirt. Can you not see me just on a yacht with my skirt blowing? Yeah, I don't hate it, but I feel like that's what I would do. I would probably cut the bottoms out, keep the skirt, and then wear like a white bikini with it. That's just what I would do. On to the last one. Okay, this is so cute. This is kind of goals. This is what I was talking about with going from the beach to the restaurant and not getting kicked out because you're wearing nothing. So this is like a beautiful kind of, I guess, aquamarine, turquoise-ish swimsuit. And let me show you the best part. The skirt is removable. So you don't have to wear it if you don't want to. You could take it off. Okay, the only thing I don't like about this is that the bottoms are very, very granny, very diaper, not at all what I would wear. So I wore this bottom just because I was like, well, this is part of the set. A white or kind of like matching blue bikini bottom. And then the skirt is so like you can wear it higher, lower, but so the only thing, of course I'm bitching about everything all the time about like my specific very like, you know, because I've worn so many swimsuits and tried on so many pieces of clothing that I'm like, I know what I really like and what I don't. I wish the skirt was a little shorter. Why? Because I just feel like I love to wear things high-waisted. If I wasn't wearing it high-waisted, it'd be way too long. If I put it in the dryer for long enough, would it shrink? Probably not. Swimsuit material is not usually shrinkable or doesn't shrink very often. This gold little emblem here, which it's basically just like, it's not really doing nothing. It's just a little accessory. How long do you think that's gonna last after ocean water has been touching it? But likely if I was to go in the ocean, honestly, I wouldn't have the skirt on. I'd take it off. Anyway, I just feel like this is very mermaid, very cute. I love the top. The top I would wear as just like a tank top with a pair of jeans or jean shorts. The skirt is also skirting exactly the way that I kind of wanted to. If it was a little bit shorter, that would be like perfect. Perfection doesn't exist, okay? I've learned this. And the color, everything about this, I absolutely think it's great. Bottoms can go, doesn't matter. Wear white bikini bottom, a gold bikini bottom. Do I have any gold bikini bottoms? Yes, I do, but they're this big. My followers on my other platforms have seen my gold micro bottom multiple times, I'm sure, but that would fare well. That would work well here. But anyway, that's that. That's the last one. Well, what did you think? Let me know in the comments down below your favorite. Did you hate all of these? Let me know. Do you want me to do this again? Let me know. I had fun and I did discover some fun things that I'm going to be sporting in the future. And this is not sponsored. I forgot to mention this is not sponsored. And it's summertime and I'm able to wear the things that I'm trying on for a very short period of time, and that is summertime. That's not necessarily always true because I do wear, like I try on exercise wear and stuff like that as well, which can be worn all year round. But I am just in my element with my swimming pool and just being able to be outside in some of the things that I'm wearing and actually for real wear some of the things that I try on. Does that make sense? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Like I said before, comment down below. Subscribe, of course, if you're not already, or don't. I can't tell you what to do because I'm not your real dad. But if you want to, go for it. If you have suggestions as to different websites you want me to try out, let me know. Also, if you kind of understand what I'm saying about the whole fake website thing and how easy it is to get duped, kind of, or tricked into buying something from a website that looks like the one you think you're shopping on, but it's not. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. I do want to do kind of a deep dive into that and actually test out some purchases and see if I can kind of prove my theory correct. You know, there's lots to do, lots to talk about. It's endless, and I'm excited for the future, and I'm really excited that my videos are staying up and YouTube isn't taking them down. I'm very thankful. But anyway, so thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.